In the complex dance of human relationships, flirting is one of the most intriguing and subtle choreographies. At the heart of attraction and seduction, flirting not only transcends time and cultures, but also adapts and evolves with maturity and technology. For the modern man over 25, mastering the art of flirting is both a rite of passage and an essential tool in the search for meaningful companionship. In an increasingly connected world, where impressions are often formed behind screens before a face-to-face meeting, the importance of flirting effectively stands out. This video not only offers evidence-based flirting techniques, but also examines how men can apply them authentically and confidently, while always respecting personal and social boundaries. The relevance of the topic is underlined by the increasing competition for attention on digital platforms and the need to stand out positively in the real world. The modern science of flirting offers insights based on behavioral psychology, communication theories, and social studies, allowing men to hone a skill that can enrich all areas of their social and romantic lives. Body language, the silent conversation. Body language is the foundation on which the art of flirting is built. A study conducted by Princeton University revealed that the first impression is formed in just a tenth of a second, and what is communicated non-verbally has a significant impact. Mature men should realize that an open posture, a sincere smile, and moderate eye contact are powerful tools. For example, when entering a social environment, position your body in an accessible way, avoiding crossing your arms or appearing closed off. Practice a smile that reaches all the way to the eyes, known as the Duchenne smile, to convey genuine warmth. When chatting, maintain eye contact that indicates interest, but without exaggerating to the point of intimidation. The art of listening, auditory flirtation. Listening is as important as speaking. In a survey on effective communication, participants rated active listening as the most significant element of social interaction. When flirting, listen carefully, ask relevant questions and show interest in the answers. This is where depth trumps quantity. A mature man must prioritize the quality of the interaction. During the dialogue, avoid interrupting or preparing your response while the other person continues speaking. Instead, pause before responding, showing that you have really considered what has been said. Confidence versus arrogance, the balance of charm. Confidence is attractive, arrogance, no. A study from the University of British Columbia highlighted the attractiveness of people who show high self-esteem without falling into egocentrism. The key is to convey self-confidence with actions and words, without dominating the space or devaluing others. Show confidence by taking the initiative to approach someone, but pay attention to body language and verbal cues that indicate your interest is welcome. Humility, accompanied by firmness, is an attractive balance. Emotional intelligence, the deep connection. Emotional intelligence, EA, is an important predictor of success in romantic relationships. A man with a high EI is able to recognize and respond appropriately to the emotions of others. Practice empathy by trying to understand the emotional context of the person you are flirting with. To do this, pay attention to the emotions behind the words and respond with compassion and understanding. Synthesize the art of flirting. For the man over 25, flirting has less to do with conquest and more to do with connection. The techniques described here, from the use of body language to the power of active listening, from showing confidence without arrogance to demonstrating emotional intelligence, are all pieces of a complex puzzle that makes up meaningful human interaction. In this video, we explore the need for a genuine and respectful approach to flirting, one that values both the person themselves and the person of interest. True seduction lies in the ability to create a real connection, not in the superficiality of games and tricks. I encourage you, my love, to reflect on these strategies and apply them not only in a romantic context, but in all your daily interactions. The art of flirting, after all, is a form of human communication that, when done well, can enrich our lives immeasurably. If you've made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you learned about this video. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's move on. Mastering the art of flirting after 25, conquest strategies for contemporary men. Introduction to the advanced flirting game. Flirting is an art as old as the human desire for connection. For men over 25, flirting can take on a new meaning and complexity. These are no longer youthful games, but a search for genuine connections, tempered by experience and maturity. In the digital age, where flirting can begin with a simple swipe of your finger on the screen, the ability to attract a woman with confidence and charisma is more crucial than ever. This video offers a deep dive into proven strategies that help mature men hone their flirting skills. Ranging from body language to intelligent conversation, these tips are not mere advice, but are backed by research, case studies, and expert opinions in the field of love and human relationships. The ability to flirt effectively is an alchemy that combines self-knowledge, social observation, and a pinch of audacity. The importance of perfecting this art lies not only in finding potential partners, but also in perfecting one's own social intelligence, which is applied in all spheres of life. Building trust, the basis of flirting. Before a man can flirt successfully, he needs a solid foundation of trust. Studies show that confidence is one of the most attractive traits for women. But how is this trust built? It starts with self-knowledge and acceptance. It involves setting goals, achieving small successes, and learning from failures. Some practical examples include practicing social skills in low-risk environments, such as asking for opinions in stores or engaging in informal conversations with colleagues. Increased confidence is often accompanied by improvements in other areas of life, creating a virtuous cycle of self-improvement. Nonverbal communication, dialogue without words. Body language is a powerful flirting tool. Psychology researchers have discovered that a genuine smile or a light touch can convey interest and open the doors to a deeper connection. The key is subtlety, slightly longer eye contact, a warm smile, a lean forward to show interest. It is these nuances that can send the right signals. The art of conversation, dialogues that delight. A good conversation is the bridge to the heart. For a mature man, it is crucial to know how to start and maintain an interesting conversation. It's not just about talking about yourself, but finding a balance between talking and listening. To quote renowned social psychologist Dr. Robert Cialdini, "People like people who make them feel good about themselves." Therefore, asking open-ended questions, actively listening, and validating your interlocutor's feelings can create a quick and meaningful connection. Humor, the light path to the heart. Humor is a universally effective tool for flirting, as it allows you to break the ice and demonstrate social intelligence. A study published in the journal Evolutionary Psychology found a correlation between humor and intelligence, two very attractive qualities in the game of seduction. Some practices for incorporating humor include watching comedians, reading joke books, and most importantly, learning to laugh at yourself. Emotional connection, the depth of flirting. One of the most powerful techniques for flirting maturely is the ability to connect emotionally. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that vulnerability, the willingness to share fears and dreams, is closely related to attraction. By sharing personal experiences and genuine emotions, a man can create a bond that goes beyond the superficial. The domain of flirting. Flirting after 25 is a refined art that requires authenticity, presence, and, above all, respect for the process and the person you are interacting with. The strategies outlined in this video, from building unwavering trust to creating deep emotional connections, are designed not only to attract women, but also to foster rich and rewarding human relationships. The art of flirting is, in essence, an expression of one's identity and desire for connection. When done with mutual consideration and respect, it can be a delightful and enriching game for everyone involved. I invite you, my love, to take these strategies out into the world, to practice, to play, to connect. And, who knows, you'll find something truly extraordinary in the process. If you've made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you learned about this video. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's move on. Deep connection, navigating true love in adulthood. In a world where dating options are at our fingertips, mature men face the unique challenge of sifting through superficial connections in search of true love. The importance of creating meaningful connections has never been more important than in our time, marked by technology and rapid social interactions. Mature men often look for something beyond the ephemeral. They seek a lasting bond, rich in substance and emotional harmony. In this video, we delve into the depths of the mature male psyche, exploring how to create meaningful bonds and find true love in the modern world of dating. Each section is a piece of the puzzle, designed to help unravel the mysteries of the heart and authentic human connection. Self-knowledge, the cornerstone of authentic connection. Self-knowledge is vital to establishing deep relationships. After all, how can a man expect to truly connect with another person if he himself is a mystery to her? Experts like Dr. John Gottman highlight the importance of emotional intelligence and self-awareness in the context of romantic relationships. Practical examples of deepening self-knowledge are meditation, therapy, and self-reflection journeys. Statistical data from the APA, American Psychological Association, suggests that men who engage in self-exploration are more likely to have long-lasting, satisfying relationships. Effective communication, more than words. Communication goes beyond the simple exchange of words. It is about sharing experiences, feelings, and desires. Men who master the art of active listening, a technique in which the listener concentrates completely on the interlocutor, completely understanding their message, open the door to intimacy. Real cases show that couples who practice effective communication have fewer misunderstandings and a greater feeling of companionship. As Dr. Gary Chapman says, communication is the fuel that keeps the fire of love burning. Shared values, the fertile ground for love. Studies show that couples who share similar values tend to have more stable and satisfying relationships. For mature men, identifying and aligning values with potential partners is a crucial step on the path to lasting love. This can include open conversations about topics such as family, career, health, and spirituality. Vulnerability, the value of opening up. Brené Brown, prestigious researcher, emphasizes that vulnerability is essential to establishing true connections. For mature men, this can be especially difficult due to social norms about masculinity. However, revealing yourself, with all your hopes and hesitations, may be the key to unlocking deep, true love. Intentionality, navigate with determination. Dating with intention means being clear about what you are looking for in a relationship and acting deliberately to achieve it. A study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family shows that men who date intentionally are more likely to find compatible partners and establish long-lasting relationships. The path to the heart. True love in the modern dating world requires more than just luck. It requires self-awareness, effective communication, shared values, vulnerability, and intentionality. By adopting these practices, mature men not only increase their chances of finding true love, but they also enrich their lives with more meaningful and authentic relationships. This video is not a simple collection of tips, but rather a map to the heart and soul of human connections. In the end, my love, I hope you feel inspired to dive into the waters of self-knowledge, to communicate boldly and clearly, and to date with the intention of building something that lasts. Because, at the end of the day, true love is a journey, not a destination. If you've made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you learned about this video. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's move on. Dating Guide for Modern Gentlemen, Etiquette, Emotion, and Commitment. The concept of chivalry, often relegated to historical romances and fairy tales, is undergoing a vital redefinition in the contemporary dating landscape. For the modern man, being a gentleman has less to do with opening doors and more to do with a posture of respect, authenticity, and emotional intelligence. In today's mosaic of relationships driven by gender equality, diversity, and digitalization, the art of dating like a true gentleman is both complex and rewarding. This video offers a dive into the psychology of successful relationships, outlining basic practices for contemporary men seeking respectful romance and meaningful connections. We will deploy evidence-backed strategies that balance romance, respect, and emotional recognition. 1. Respect above all, the basis of any relationship. Respect is the basis of any healthy relationship. It is reflected in the ability to understand and respect the other person's limits and wishes. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology suggests that mutual respect is a more important predictor of relationship satisfaction than factors such as shared interests. Practical examples involve practicing active consent, being careful not to cross emotional barriers, and promoting a safe space for open dialogue. 2. Romanticism reimagined, the art of personalizing affection. 21st century romance is personalized. Platitudes give way to gestures that have a special meaning for the person you are with. Experts like Esther Perel insist on the importance of knowing your partner's love language to express affection effectively. Best practices include carefully observing your partner's preferences and tailoring surprises and romantic gestures to those preferences, ensuring the romance is meaningful and memorable. 3. Conscious communication, the bridge to mutual understanding. Communication is the oxygen of healthy relationships. A Gottman Institute report states that effective communication can predict the longevity of a relationship with remarkable accuracy. For the modern gentleman, this means practicing active listening, expressing yourself clearly and empathetically, and approaching conflict with the goal of understanding, not winning. Some practical tips are to affirm the other person's feelings before stating your point of view and to use "I feel" instead of "you feel" to avoid accusations. 4. Self-knowledge and growth, the personal journey that enriches relationships. Understanding yourself is essential to understanding others and relating to them. Contemporary psychology teaches us that self-knowledge is the engine of satisfactory relationships. Men who invest in their own emotional, intellectual, and spiritual development are better prepared to contribute positively to a relationship. For example, pursuing hobbies that foster personal growth, seeking therapy or coaching, and committing to authenticity in all aspects of life. 5. The power of patience, time and deadlines in modern relationships. Patience is a virtue, especially when dating. Studies show that rushing can be detrimental to developing a strong bond. The modern gentleman recognizes that each relationship has its own rhythm and that respecting another's time is a form of love. Practical tips include watching for signs that the other person is comfortable with the relationship progressing and being open to pressure-free conversations about the future. Integrate respect and romance into the search for companionship. Being a gentleman in the modern dating world is a journey of balancing respect, personalized romance, and communicative empathy. The strategies presented here are not rigid rules, but rather flexible guidelines based on the psychology of successful relationships. The modern man who adopts these practices positions himself as a valuable companion, capable of nurturing a respectful, passionate, and deeply connected love. In every encounter and message you exchange, remember that the core of timeless chivalry is genuine consideration for the other person's well-being. This guide is an invitation to reflect on your dating practices and adapt them according to the principles of mutual respect and authentic connection. May you all find in these words the inspiration to shape relationships that are as meaningful and rich as possible, paving the way for lasting companionship. If you've made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you learned about this video. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's move on.